I was featured in the online edition of the UK Daily Telegraph on Saturday just gone, which was the 25th of May 2024. And I just wanted to talk about it for a bit and then go through some of the comments that I got, because I was pretty shocked by some of them. Comments on YouTube can be unkind, but mostly they're positive, just the odd negative or nasty comment. But Telegraph readers took trolling to another level, or to the national level, I guess. But first, I just wanted to say thank you to you for all the support that you've given me on my grey gap year for the last 9 or 10 months, because although I'm in my second year of travels, the channel only started in August last year, and since then you and a few thousand other lovely people like you have joined the community, and you've been watching, liking and commenting on the videos, and it's because of you and your support that the channel has become more visible on YouTube and now to the wider world through a UK national newspaper. And I also did just want to quickly pass on my thanks to Peter from the Daily Telegraph, who wrote the article, because not only did he find and watch some of the videos, he also thought of the hook. He took the idea to his editor, and if you get a chance to read the article, I think you'll agree with me, he's done an absolutely superb job of taking a short chat with me one afternoon and then crafting it into a wonderful newspaper article. And if you've been watching some of my BA status videos and tier point videos, then you're going to get a good sense of what this article is about, only it's been crafted by a true artiste. The article is based around my exploits of trying to get BA Gold for under £3,000, and we just had a chat for a little while about the perks that I liked and some of the tips that I used. And then the article gets some gravitas from a true expert, which is Rob from Head for Points. So I'll leave a link to the article in the description if you get a chance to take a look. If you don't have a subscription, you can get a free 7-day trial. So to the comments, and I really should have taken Peter's advice and just avoided these. But there were some readers who had genuine questions, and there were some people who actually thanked me for taking part in the conversation. So on that basis, it was worth it. But immediately the second comment, it's been removed now, but it was something along the lines of, "I'm not surprised your wife divorced you," which was pretty brutal. So I'm just going to go through some of these comments now. So Harry Christopher was one of the first commenters, and he basically talks about the changes to the BA Premium Plus card. I won't talk about that here, but they are bad changes, and it's made me want to cancel my card. I'm still thinking about that one. But yeah, I mean, that is a great comment and a good point to make. So Mark Cooper talks about being exhausted just reading the article, although he does say if you've got some money on your hands and you're going to get some nice holes, it seems like a good idea. So that was kind of positive. David Forsey says BA are a load of charlatans. He's not happy about the scheme at all. I think it's mostly because he's lost his gold nowadays. Stephen Cayley says, great, I guess BA now have people working on how not to have this possible in the future. Very likely, although I honestly think that there's a chunk of this that actually benefits BA, because there's people who are taking up flights that aren't particularly popular and paying the premium for business class. So maybe, maybe not. Follow-up question from James Carter, which was, how do other carriers know your BA Gold? And essentially you put your executive club number into the booking form when you're booking with these other carriers, and they all sort of talk to each other. They must have a shared database because they just then know. Diddly Squat says that another perk is that you're more likely to get bumped up, you're more likely to get an upgrade if you're on a busy flight, and it's happened to them a few times. That's good. Nick Stockdale was a little bit critical about choosing destinations based on points instead of where you want to go, but I'm pretty flexible, so it doesn't really bother me where I go. I just want to go to new places and explore them. Michael Everett said, I remember when everyone could select their seat for free irrespective of class, and Tall Order replied, you still can, just don't choose BA for your long haul flight, which I thought was a really good comment. And a humorous comment from Ross Ford. He said that the main benefit seems to be you get lounge access when your BA flight is delayed. I gotta give him credit for that one. He's spot on, isn't he? Martin Clark rather unfairly says, rather than get a gold card, he should get a life. Thanks for that, Martin. Much appreciated. Now, I think this was supposed to be a nasty comment. Maybe it's someone with genuine concern, but Conrad Zagota said, don't want to spoil the party, but what's needed here is a psychologist, not tier points. Constant travel is a common example of a defence mechanism. Now, I'd never really thought about that. But of course, a psychologist would only study me and then write an academic paper. A psychiatrist would talk to me about the problem and try and help me solve it. So maybe a psychiatrist. Now, as a joke, I said, you might be right, can you recommend somebody? And then somebody did. I'm like, I was joking, what's the matter with you? Suffolk Farmer says, so complicated, I almost lost the will to live. Didn't finish reading the articles. So a guy called Alan said he was interested why my wife divorced me, which is a bit nosy. But, you know, we really don't have enough time to list all of my faults on a YouTube channel. It would be a series all by itself. However, what I would say at this point is that I put myself on YouTube. I agreed to be the feature of an article on the Daily Telegraph. If you want to take a pot shot at me, give it your best shot. I got thick skin, it's water off a duck's back to me, not a problem. However, the people in my life, including, you know, my ex-wife, I would say they're not fair game. Okay, so I'm fair game, but they should be left alone and be given their privacy. Fair enough? Lord Wilshaw wanted a reward for reaching the end of the article. I gave him a link to the YouTube channel. And then a comment from someone called Simon, £3,000 is £3,000 too much for gold. Try and get yourself a friend who's got a gold guest list card, which I thought was quite humorous. So I asked him, are you gold guest list? And if you are, would you like to grab a coffee? And he said he was, but he gave away his gold card yesterday because somebody read the article. Now, I don't know if he's joking, but that's a brilliant comment. I loved that. Fatang wrote two comments that were interesting. First comment was, all this tedious work for something of so little value. And then the second comment he wrote was, cancel that, just discovered he's a software developer, so it's sport for him. And I replied, it is. It's sad but true. Catriona mentioned the Frasier episode where they go to a gym and there's different tiers of status, and no matter which tier of status they want, they always want to get the next one. And she sort of likens getting BA status to that, this whole fear of missing out thing. But I don't see it like that. I see it purely as a transactional thing. It's all about the perks and the benefits. If there was no benefits, I wouldn't be gold. And then there was a load of really kind comments about the hate that's flowing around and don't know why there's so much hate, and just nice things, people saying nice things about me and about the article and BA status. It was just there was this stream of lovely comments, all supporting me, all backing me up, because there'd been a bit of hate flying around. So if you do read the article and you do go through some of those comments, you will see quite a lot of hateful stuff about my weight, about my divorce and other things like that. But I'm going to end this on a really positive note, saying again, thank you to Peter. But I'm also going to just quickly show you the photo, if I can, that a photographer came to Stafford purely to take my photograph. He was absolutely wonderful. His name's David Rose. This is his pic. It doesn't really come out so well on there. You can't see the whole thing, but it's still a lovely photo. He did an absolutely fabulous job. So I just want to say thank you to David Rose for taking a brilliant photograph. Thank you for Peter for writing the article, and thank you to the Daily Telegraph for publishing it. And thank you for watching and joining me on my grey gap year.